Okay, I'm doing another one of these again, so I won't bother trying to describe how I got this, but today I went to Target and bought this Quetzalcoatlus Plain Ambush from the upcoming Jurassic World Dominion set. Movie, sorry. So, I'm not all that caught up with the Jurassic World property. Now, I did watch the first 4 movies, and I enjoyed them a lot, but I don't know, guess I just never got around to watching Fallen Kingdom. But I did buy this set with the Carnotaurus because I liked the dinosaur. And I guess I bought this for the same reason. The Quetzalcoatlus, it kind of has a special place in my heart, if you can call it that, because I was homeschooled for grades 4 and 5, and this was around the same time that Jurassic World was coming out. But I think even before then, I had a fascination with dinosaurs, and the Quetzalcoatlus just stood out for me because I think it was the largest pterosaur to exist, and yeah, being me, I wrote I wrote a story about a Quetzalcoatlus and a Dilophosaurus duking it out, but eventually being friends in the end. I don't know. It's just a thing that I did, maybe still do. I like to give the animals a sort of identity, individuality. So, I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. Now, before I actually build this thing, I wanted to sort of voice my concerns for the set. My impressions before I even open and build the set is that, well, it's not that I think this is a bad set or a waste of money, but its retail price is $40 for 306 pieces. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that this giant Lego animal doesn't cost much more money to produce the pieces, nor am I gonna pretend that Lego just felt like making their licensed themes more expensive. But I don't know, I guess my concerns for no, I guess that's the thing with most licensed themes. It's just that I think Jurassic World might be the worst offender in this, but it just, for me, it just doesn't feel like you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Who knows, my opinions might change after actually building this. And I think I made the right choice building this. It's just, maybe I should have waited until I had more money or got a job. So I guess I'll just build this. Hopefully I'll find good music to put the montage over. So here's the completed set, and I must say, I think it's better than I expected. Of course, the main selling point is the Quetzalcoatlus, which is, in essence, just an upscaled version of the normal pteranodon. In terms of articulation, it has an opening beak. And these wings, which are on these Knight's Kingdom ratchets, can move basically in a full circle and up and down. This is good when you want to like display it in air, but it's a bit trickier when you want to display it in like a standing position, since it has no neck articulation. I feel like that was a missed opportunity, I guess. In terms of minifigures, we have Owen Grady. Sorry, I'm just reading the back of the box since I haven't seen the movies in a while. Here is Claire Deering, I believe, in her teal jacket. I like to see teal back after its hiatus. And here is a character I'm unfamiliar with. This is Kayla Watts. I'm not sure if she's been in Fallen Kingdom or anything, but yeah, in terms of the actual vehicle, here is a plane, which is pretty good. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's fine. The main gimmick is that you can take the Quetzalcoatlus and knock the propellers off. I like the shaping of the propellers. It came out really nice, and they just attach with a clip, so you can just clip that back on and they'll hold. This cockpit can open up as well and fit all three minifigures in, although it's kind of a tight squeeze. So yeah, they're going nowhere. The back can open up, both with a ramp and an access hatch for us humans. There's this utility thing that can store in there, and yeah, it can do that. Wheels on the front, and there's this shield piece on the bottom that I don't know the use for. And you know what, when you look at the plane this way, there's something about the silhouette that seems very familiar. It's just that I can't seem to place my finger on it. Okay, as for my flaws with this set, my main one is that it doesn't feel like it's worth $40. Now, I get it, it's a licensed set. LEGO has to pay for those royalties somehow, and the molds they use for the dinosaurs, prehistoric animals, they're pretty expensive. They've got to bump up the price, but I mean, really, $40 for 300 pieces, it's not the worst price to part ratio. It's just, could be better. Maybe, I don't know, make the plane a bit longer, add a side build or something. Just make it feel like it's worth the money you're paying. I don't know, it's a gripe that a lot of people have with these licensed themes. It's just that, you know, there feels like you're not getting as much for what you paid for. I mean, like I've said before, I think that maybe Jurassic World is probably the worst offender, but still, I feel like LEGO could, like, give us our money's worth. I'm not trying to sound like this is a bad set, not at all. Just a bit overpriced, maybe. As for other flaws, yeah, I've got the Quetzalcoatlus in this planking position because that's the only way it can, like, look forward. Maybe something I'd like to see LEGO do with their, like, larger animals is maybe do the same thing as they do with their large creatures from their Wizarding World themes. Maybe just keep the heads molded, but maybe the rest of the body could be brick built. I feel like maybe by sacrificing most of this body for more parts would probably make the set feel a bit... It will probably make the set feel a bit better priced, like, or even at the least just give this, just give it some neck articulation, I guess. Yeah, I'd like to see LEGO do this. Give us the fun of building the body up, but I guess you could leave the heads for just so that detail isn't lost. I mean, they did it with the T-Rex skeleton, but fossil, whatever. Also, is the color scheme isn't bad. It just looks a bit weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe it is maybe it is accurate to the movie. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But dark red, olive, dark blue. I think they barely got it to work. I don't know. I don't want to sound like, oh, this set is so bad. I don't think that. I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, this is awful. It's not awful. It's quite good, I think. I guess my last criticism is that it just doesn't leave an impression. At least for me, there's no incentive for me to just, like, mess around with this. Again, maybe. In fact, after I built this, I just kind of felt like, oh. It just kind of felt like the rest of the build was a parts pack. Like I've said before, I don't want to sound this cynical. I don't want to be that guy. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, I guess those are my gripes with the set. Okay, so what's my final verdict on this set? I'd say that if you're a fan of Jurassic World dinosaurs, or even if you're 9-year-old me with a slight fascination with the Quetzalcoatlus, I'd say go ahead and get this set at a discount. I've said this before, but I'm just not a fan of the $40 asking price. If you mind me going on a tangent, it's just that with licensed themes like this, you're always going to pay a bit more for, I wouldn't say less, it's just like you know, I wish that we saw more of LEGO's own stuff. I didn't get a chance to see LEGO, like, encouraging builders to, like, build your own stuff. I feel like now that's only relegated to, like, system, or no, a creator or classic, and all of the spare parts you have once you've, like, collected once a set breaks down, basically. I just kind of wish LEGO promoted more of their own stuff, you know. I'd like to experience themes like Bionicle flourish in modern day. It just feels like the licensed themes outweigh the original themes. I don't know. I don't want to end on a down note. I really do think this is a good set. It's just a problem that a lot of us have with licensed themes, I guess. So I guess it just doesn't matter in the end. You can buy this. If you want this set, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. It's just I just like to see it more original stuff is all. I don't know how to